Hey guys, welcome back. So now, as you know, part of the excitement of this year's Out of Speed is the very first Out of Speed Triumph Motorcycles Invitational Bike Build-Off. So this is where 4 builders basically pitted their creativity against each other in coming up with the best bike build based on this motorcycle over here, which is the Triumph Bonneville. Now, we've had a run-up video for the last couple of weeks, and we've got 8 episodes of that online. But those are the run-ups, and now we're going to take a slightly closer look at the competing bikes and competing builders, as well as a short interview with the winning builder, Abang Omar from Eastern Builders. Right, so this was the deal, right? So each of the builders have been selected, were given the same bike to work with, which is this bike over here, which is the Triumph Bonneville. And they were also given 10,000 ringgit seed money and 2,500 ringgit worth of accessories from here in Triumph Malaysia for them to use in their build. Creativity, however, comes just from their own individual pockets, and this is the kind of stuff that they have come up with, and it's just completely bonkers. I mean, I didn't even expect this sort of stuff. Now, this first bike over here is by Awe, and he's with Awesome Works Engineering, and the look that he's gone for is, well, you know, it's a little bit more scrambler-ish. You've got the knobby tires, the pipes have been raised, and it's now coming through the middle of the bike. It's got a completely new and custom tank and body over here, which is just unique to this bike, and also this very funky looking fairing up front, and of course the race fender, right? So this bike just blew my mind away, because I did not expect this bike to look like this. Sort of like Moto Gaban, if you know what I'm saying, but it is very cool nonetheless. And then as we move over here, this is from the guys from Hungry Ghost, Joe. He's retained the classic aura of the bike, but it is just so Malaysian right now, you know, with this beautifully carved pewter, I think it is pewter, carved pewter claddings for the top part of the fork, and the tank, of course, is the star over here. It's got this beautiful candy paintwork in this fiery motif, and also some very cool pinstriping on it. And these handlebars are just completely different from anything you've seen on the Triumph. And then he's gone ahead with this custom leather seat and saddlebag. Now, if you're thinking, hold on a second, if the saddlebag's over there, where's the exhaust? Now, everything has been redirected to come out over here with the fin finishing. Well, reminiscing the era of the 60s, and it looks pretty darn cool. Then, as we hop on to this bike over here, this is the work of Azwa from Big Cat, and as you can see, it is the 60s all over again with the fairing, beautiful color scheme with a very nice lettering of the Bonneville on the side, and also this nicely done stamped metal plates here and also here for the Triumph logo. And the execution of this bike, whilst the bottom part remains more stock as compared to the others, however, he's got some custom pipes on, but the wheels and the tires remain stock. Everything else is just a class act in redesigning a bike that looks classic from one type to another type of classic looking bike. And then, of course, we jump to this bike over here. This is the winning bike from Omar from Eastern Builders, and this is a cafe racer extraordinaire. We're gonna have a chat with Omar now and see the story. What is the story behind this bike over here? Okay, so if you don't know your bikes, right, and then you have a look at this bike, and then you'll be thinking, hold on a second, what bike is this? You won't really immediately realize or recognize that this is in fact a Triumph. Unless you look at the engine architecture, then you'll be like, hold on a second, I've seen this somewhere before. You know that this is, you know, a work of art, and it's a deserved winner of this year's Invitational Bike Build-Off. So here's the man who has put it all together, Abang Omar. Abang Omar memang power lah untuk ni, serius. Soalan pertama, ada nama tak? Bila dah build tu mesti ada macam perasaan sayang yang timbul tentang motor ni kan. So apa nama yang Abang Omar bagi kat motor ni?
Nama saya pun
tak ada bagi nama?
Memang belum bagi nama.
Belum bagi nama?
Tapi bolehlah panggil bulldog ke apa ke.
Okay, saya nak tanya sikit lah. Clearly kalau kita tengok daripada motor ni, dia punya portion dia straight line, dia punya riding position, crouch forward, kita tahu yang ini cafe racer. So apa nombor satu sekali, macam mana abang decide, okay, dalam banyak-banyak style yang abang boleh try, abang nak buat cafe racer?
Ya, sebab saya first time tengok Bonneville, saya dah tercetus dalam fikiran Bonneville lah untuk cafe racer untuk Bonneville.
Oh, okey. Kenapa tu?
Ya, bentuk basic untuk sebuah cafe racer sudah tersedia ada di situ. Jadi saya lihat tak ada banyak kerja. Maknanya masa di invite tu ada 11 builder, dipecahkan kepada dua bahagian dahulu. Ada yang nak cafe racer ataupun yang lain-lain. So saya cepat-cepat pilih yang cafe racer dulu sebab dalam minda saya dah ada pun design tu.
So maknanya bila abang tahu, okey, abang nak masuk competition ni, immediately abang tahu, okey, cafe racer.
Yes.
Okey. Lepas tu bila dah pilih dia punya spesies dia, spesies yang kita dah pilih, pengolahan idea dia macam mana pula tu bila nak buat pemilihan, nak buat bentuk macam ni. Dan ini satu cafe racer tapi pada masa yang sama dia tidak nampak macam a classic cafe racer. Dia nampak sedikit tak boleh nak define lah, macam mana tu?
Ada sometimes orang petikai juga. Ini bukan cafe racer. Sebab tu saya tanya dia balik. Kalau bukan cafe racer ni apa? Jadi kawan-kawan yang lain tolong lagi terangkan cafe racer lah ni sebab handle dah drop dan ada hum di belakang. So masa saya terpilih tu, saya dah balik rumah tengok di internet, di Google apa design-design yang masih belum orang buat lagi. Jadi saya buat decide mungkin macam inilah yang belum orang buat lagi. Maknanya macam gabungan antara tiga zaman, futuristik, modern dan klasik.
Jadi dia literally gabungan tiga zaman lah. Tang mana yang futuristik, tang mana yang klasik tu?
Saya tak tahu pendapat orang lain tapi pada saya bahagian depan dia ni saya anggap future lah.
Future lah. Memang tengok apa macam dengan dia punya LED lampu tu memang nampak future lah. Okey.
So dari segi piping exhaust kita lihat dia modern sebab yang klasik semua di bawah. Yang ke atas ni bukan ciri-ciri klasik sebenarnya. So itu saya anggap sebagai modern lah. Manakala klasik dari segi wheel. Oh, dia punya wheel. Tayar depan belakang tu saya gunakan bunga yang vintage punya tayar.
I see. Dan tangki?
Tangki sebenarnya saya nak buat kecil sedikit dari ini tapi tidak berjaya sebab di dalamnya ada fuel pump yang betul-betul besar. Jadi inilah semampu yang saya boleh untuk design ni. Setebal itulah yang saya dapat.
So apa plan selepas ni? Alhamdulillah dah dah dipilih sebagai pemenang. Jadi relationship dengan Triumph pun dah ada. Jadi apa abang punya harapan selepas ni?
Harapan pertama adalah harapan yang asas bagi seorang builder supaya custom ni grow dan suatu masa legalize di jalanan. So ada sometimes manusia datang, pelanggan datang dia nakkan yang ekstrim, kita nak yang tu ekstrim dan boleh di jalanan.
So what's the lesson learned here? Very simple, that in Malaysia, talent is definitely there, and this is the sort of creativity that you get exploding in your face when you organize a bike build-off in this beloved country of ours. So what do I think about next year? I'm definitely stoked at what I see this year, and I know that next year the bikes are going to look even greater and the deals are going to be even sweeter. So we just got to wait and see what happens next year.